is back. I'm not pre-recording. I am going live because I can and because why not? Can you still hear it? I got my kiddos back over there and we thought we'd mess around. We came back online and saw everybody's tripping. Oh, hi, Joe Fox. Hello there. It's a live chit chat. I still got a little crinkly going on. That's not too shabby. I kind of had our first big day out today, other than our trip to the border for our dog. But really, that was just me sitting a lot in the rain, sitting and eating. But today I had some errands with the kids and we saw our galactic man. And even he said I have about 3 more weeks to go to clear all this gunk. So I got hit hard with the virus. So the thing with that is, and what I've been telling my kids and what I intend to tell my, you look like a Chinese mud movie. What does that mean? A Chinese movie dub over. Excuse me. Is the sound working or is it trippy again? Oh, you know what? I don't think I even turned off that music. Let me turn off my little music. There it is. That's so funny. My little galactic Cairo man. So he's saying I have all that time to clear it still. But what's been happening is the second I get up, I want to go back to bed. So I got hit hard. But what I've been telling the kids and what I've been intend to tell the class when I return, we're actually off this week, is my boundaries, my health, my shields were down the weeks leading up to my little virus attack. It was a lot of sugar. There was some sugar. I haven't had some alcohol with sugar. I had, we had those rain days where school was closed and I just, I lived on cookie dough and movies and all that kind of stuff. So my shields were down and that's why I got hit really hard. What? If you want to say something, come on over. Thank you for the cookie dough, daughter. She made the cookie dough. My lips aren't synced with my words. Oh, good. So it's another thing. Well, so that's why I wanted to try this too, Mr. Joe Fox, was we were out for the day. So we saw our little galactic Cairo man. And then I took the kiddos and we went thrifting. And I got myself a little aviator jumper. Look at my little aviator jumper. Got my new little jumper. My $8 jumper. And we got some goodies from the thrift store. And then I took them to an old place we used to go to when I had my apartment in North Hollywood. So we went to an old nostalgic lunch spot. And now we're home. And I'm like, well, so I got home. I went online. Everybody's tripping balls. I'm seeing solar flares. I'm seeing all that stuff. But everyone's like, nothing's working. So I'm like, perfect. I'm going to go live so no one will be there. But Mr. Joe Fox is here. I wanted to check everything because this is clearing still. That being said, there was a Synaptic Circle that was going to air tomorrow, and we are decided to push. I actually asked him if we can push. It's with Mr. Jason Frank and a couple Patriot pals, and I thought that would be a good episode to do closer to the primaries, if you know what I mean. Because I have not dabbled in the political side of things for quite some time, but I do have the perfect lineup for a panel and a circle to talk about it. So we're going to share that closer to the primaries. You just got a notification. Okay, Joe Fox. So that means, okay, so I went live and it gave you a notification. That means that's working. Well, cool. Yeah, so I'm messing around with that. So what's today? Today's Thursday. So a week from today, next Saturday, I believe that's the 2nd. And this is going to be another morning one, much like the 4th Synaptic Circle with Craig Walker and Matthew Starseed. I really enjoyed that one. That's where you could really see my voice struggling. But it's going to be around the same time. So it's morning Pacific time. And I'm going to have my good friend from DC, Sandra McGallis. She runs KISS, Keep It Spiritually Simple. She has a really beautiful podcast that she does, and her vlogging she does every day, sometimes a couple times a day. And we're going to also be with Rosie Ali's. Hi, Rosie. Rosie's on here. Rosie Colored Glasses. She's in Facebook world. I know her from. And we're going to talk Divine Femme. And we're going to talk about the goddess life, things you do. There's a goddess out there. So that's next Saturday. And it is going to be super, super sweet and super lovey-dovey and divine femme. And I'm glad because the following one is going to kick our asses. It's going to be hard and it's going to be talking about a lot of difficult truths. And that Synaptic Circle, which will air the following Friday night, is about addiction. And based on the DMs I've been getting, based on the DMs my guests get, and what they've gone through and what they're going through, it's going to be an intense one. And I'm not going to have a time limit on that one. So we're going to talk all things addiction. We're going to talk about how we fall into it, the patterns of it, being knee deep in it, like literally losing it all in it, and then coming out of it and rising above it and overcoming it. And I think it's going to be a really beautiful arc to talk about. So all things addiction following. And that's with Chastity Munoz and Jeff Mamora, Master Jeff Mamora. I think that's going to be a good heavy hit. And Chastity, bless her heart, she's been out online going through withdrawals of an opiate she's been on. And bless her heart for doing that, because she's been opening the door to a lot of people and showing them it can be done. She shows the vulnerable side of it. And then we have Master Jeff, who's been in the thick of it. He also works with healing addicts. And then little old me right here, which you never know, even with my bambinos right behind me, I have some tales of addiction myself. And that comes along lines of vices as well as foods and people and what have you. So we're going to kind of cover that topic pretty heavy duty. So that's going to be a good one. So how's my Chinese movie dub over, Mr. Joe Fox? Is it still going? It's kind of funny over here. What was the other one after that? Well, so then we're gonna plan on having that little political little circle closer to the primaries, and I have quite a few others lined up. But again, I don't want to announce those until I know the weekend before that is coming up. So it's a proper advert, so to say. So how is Cyberland out there, peeps? What's happening? What's shaking? This is kind of like my first, like, when we left, I'm in my full getting ready for the chiropractor mode. So I'm in my cozies, but I put my lipstick on and stuff. So I'm feeling out of bed. But I tell you, I've been really, you can hear the laboring breath a little bit. It was respiratory. Oh, yeah. So I can put my focus and perspective on what really happened on a lot of different things. I can put my tinfoil on. I can blame everything really started, especially when I went to see Chiro Man. He vouched and said most of his patients are coming in with the same viral thing. After that first rain issue we had, was it Hurricane Hillary? Hurricane in LA, aka the tropical storm. That's when things were kicking up for people. Now, whether it's kicking up shit that they sprayed on us and it's kicking it up, and the toxins in the grounds are getting kicked up, was it something that I actually used in the seeding, which now they're just literally outright saying now, it was on the news recently, the Inland Empire. I'm in LA County, but the Inland Empire on the news, it's saying, we're starting this thing this week for cloud seeding. Get ready. Plan your week next week accordingly, because it will rain because we're seeding now. So what's in that stuff? What is coming up and out of me in barrels? The beauty that this is the positive, optimistic side of it all too. They know. The fact that I can't be doing this, which is usually my adult medicinal little vitamin at the end of the night. I haven't been not doing that at all. So totally detoxing. I'm also halfway through my bottle of Scram. If you know what Scram is, it's wormwood, cloves, black walnut. It's all that stuff for the wormy worms and getting the bugs out. And only 2 of my closest gal pals got the picture. But I blew my nose last night and I swear there was a little wormy worm in there. So that's fun. So all that crap's coming out. It's basically detox mode time. And it's just got to be detox mode time, because that's just the time that we're in and what we're doing. So I did my advert. I did my little health update. I didn't do all my health updates. There is other stuff I've been working on. It was over Christmas. I got diagnosed I said it on Larry and my show. If anyone's been watching our kids' health series, we're doing episode 25 we're on. And that's through 1 year I've been doing these with my buddy Lawrence. And he works with children, he works with families, and we do all things holistic health related. And I did talk about it on there. We're taking a break right now because he is so busy. I'm so proud of him. Look him up, Lawrence August. He is killing it and slaying out there. So we took a little break, as well as I had no voice. But on there, I did announce I was diagnosed with macular degenerative eye disease. So supposedly I'm going blind. But I also know I can not necessarily, I don't think this one I can reverse, but I can keep it at bay. And that's what I've been doing. But it does get, right? Gets a little tricky driving. So, which is my forte. I know it's awful, but I'm doing my best. And he's better. He's better. So what happened with Bobo? Why we had to go south of the border again. And it's not us going. There's an incredible service in San Diego. It's in one of my closest gal pals. Her family does it. And they run pets over the border to get treatments done. And my gosh, if you knew, well, those who have pet owners do know, right? Well, let me tell your story, man. The money, the price they pay for checkups, let alone dental work, it's obscene. You go over the border and I mean, you're getting the best healthcare. You're not going to a shack or something. You're going to established businesses who care about the well-being, and they actually try to save the teeth when you're doing dental. A really incredible program. So anyway, we were there in November for an emergency visit for him. And he was over a year overdue. He's a very, very aggressive dog. We got him as a rescue stray. If you know anything about California, he was running on the on-ramp to the 101 as a puppy. He was like overbred. And a mom friend found him, and I took him in as a puppy because it's exactly what I needed at the time as a single mom in an apartment was a puppy to potty train us. But that's Bobo, and he's going to be 8. So we've had him a while. But he's not someone you could just take in regular checkups. We just kind of kept him as healthy as he could be. And when he started deteriorating, we went to this place and they changed him. They took like 10 years off his life. He's only almost 8. And it was all mouth work. And what they were going to charge us up here versus what they charged down there, I mean, we saved over $7,000 right there. So this particular visit, even the people down there were like, whoa, you were just here. Like, why is your dog coming back? And they dove in. They were checking with the doctors. Why does he have a cracked molar in the back? You guys should have checked that. Like, they were on it really hard, helping us, saying this isn't right. It's nothing to do with any of them down there. And I know he's not watching, but it was the giant. Give him the dog damn ribs. And Charlie. We were given, but when we gave Bobo the bones, it was after Bubsha's birthday, and we were like, save these for Bo. And the instinct of like, no, you shouldn't give him cooked bones or whatever was there, but it wasn't there loud enough for me to go, don't do that. So anyway, I remember it because he winced. And then from then on, he kind of went downhill. So he had a cracked molar that had to be taken out. Yeah. So all in all, that was an emergency run. And it happened on a crazy rain day because the giant was off. And it was my first day out of bed. So I'm like, sure, I'll be co-pilot and we'll turn it into a date. And our date was a rain day, and we walked IKEA and looked at the water and just did those kinds of things. This is a ramble. So yeah, I know it's not that entertaining, is it? So do you want to say hi? You were going to say hi before. Either of you? No? It's just they're doing this. But they wanted to be down here. So I'm like, that's okay. I wanted to share my little aviator jumpsuit. Best thrift store in LA. It's in the San Fernando Valley. It's True Value Thrift on Victory. And if anybody's been there with Victory and Woodman, that's a good one. All right. That could very well be the end of this sucker. We're at 15 minutes. Last time I did this, it hit an hour, and that tripped me out. That was crazy. That was really getting comfortable. But yeah, I've been messing with algorithms, my posts as of late. I'm still maintaining 2 Facebook posts. I have those 2 Instagram posts. They're basically my personalities. One, I go hard with the kids, and one, I go hard. I try not to red pill as much because holy smokes, they're out there in full force, aren't they? Hi Tim, how are you? Tim Offman. It's me chit-chatting. I was just down kind of, well, I wasn't by you, but you're Anza. Am I saying that right? Anza? Oh yeah, thank you for seeing your name. It reminds me. Um, duh. So it's Thursday. On Sunday at 4 Pacific. 4 Pacific. So 6 Central. I'll be on Midwest Night Watchers with Carol and Jane. I'm really excited for that. I'm going to share some of those childhood experiences I've had. I've been sharing those on some podcasts, but I'm really looking forward to chatting to both of them. Get my little Midwestern slang coming out. So I said it right. Yes, Anza. Why don't you come say hi? Show those pearly whites. Come on, Mr. Bo. And he got groomed. Because as an aggressive Cocker Spaniel, it's really hard to groom him. I know. He's full of love and light now. I know. I can't believe I said love and light either. Sweet love them. Yes. I love Carol and Jane. They're sweet peas. They asked me to come play, so I'm going to share some of those crazy childhood stories. They go from, the shadow people and elementals, fairies, Bigfoots, orbs, the works, all the way up. I see my first contact was, I think, 6. I was 6. And my last was 2020. I saw a craft. Well, I saw him at ESETI, but I actually saw one in LA, in the Valley. And I know it was one because it was just like the one my mom saw when I was young, with the lights that would go out and in, like almost not a breathing light ship kind of one that my friend has seen, like a plasma thing, more like the lights went out all these different directions and the way it moved. And then I had a friend poo-poo me and like, honey, that was a drone. I'm like, no, I used to live by Van Nuys Airport. It was a no-fly zone. There, you can't even lift a drone off the ground if you tried. So I was having this experience with it, having total euphoria, like hair standing off the end of my, like it was euphoric. It was I was sober. I was having a really cool moment with the craft. And then I looked down to get my phone and I went up and it was gone. And I had a really good expansive view of the sky. And so I didn't know that was. So that was kind of the last craft sighting. But I'll go through that range, that bucket range of it. The craziest though is from the experiences as a kid, because it went from beautiful and serene to like scary, the scary shit, the shadow beings and everything. And I know you're right over there, pal, but sometimes I talk about you, my little man, who when he would have his night terrors at night. And when he's seen my grandpa, he saw his great grandpa once, who he's named after, and that's before he could even talk. So he's seen the thin veil. But then he would have these awful experiences at night. And the work I've done with that means about being involved in programs and things. I'm just saying. So, we need to talk, Sheila. Okay. Yes, we need to talk. You hit me up anytime. If there's anything you want to talk about now, let's talk about it now. It is cool. Tim, it's cool. It's cool. It's so funny because at one point I'm like, everybody does this. Especially because it was so normalized from my own mom, and when we were in Door County. That's where her experiences and my experiences were. But when she'd be like, yeah, I'm seeing crap. Like it was like, oh, everybody must then. This is normal, especially fairies in Oregon. I'm like, oh yeah, everybody has fairies in their yard. Duh. Oh, I take it back. My last experience was not the craft in the valley. When I say fairies, so I was at the first Journey to Truth in Grafton. So that was 2022. And it was May 2022. In my cabin, I had orbs everywhere. And because I was asking for these experiences. And when I was like acknowledging them and having this experience with them, and I also said, can I take a bath? Like kind of teasing, joking, everything went whooshing right out the window. It was so cool. I had a really cool experience there with Ivan Teller too. If anyone knows Ivan Teller, there's only a couple people that I entrust those kind of readings with. And Ivan's one of them, one of the two, really. There's really not that many people that I entrust having those experiences with. That particular place too, I didn't even know it till I left. But my grandpa, who my son's named after, they named him Huck, which is my son's name. But his name was Richard, but they called him that because he lived along the Mississippi there, and they called him after Huck Finn. And he had passed. So, I mean, talk about visitations every day and just so much activations. And then you get all those beings together. Now, I know there was some infiltration there that got kicked out. My pal Tanya had a hand in that. So you gotta be careful at some of those places. But when you gather a group of that gathers, there's so much energy. And I was transmuting as best I could, but I was walking around with a gallon of a water jug and I couldn't drink enough. I was not hydrated enough. I had sheets coming off my lips. I was so dehydrated. So I don't know what was happening to me there at night and everything. It was pretty crazy. Sheila, I would love to hear your stories. You hit me up anytime. You just DM me. I see this is on the Facebook notification. So I don't even know if it went to Rumble. Yeah, I think it did. So hit me up anytime. And check out Midwest Night Watchers Sunday night, 4 p.m. Pacific. That's a good one. It's been about a year of me sharing these stories online. So I'm actually I definitely enjoyed it. I do like sharing the tales, and then you cut that to my daily life of working with kids today. No, I don't tell them these stories, and no, not every child needs to know these kinds of things. But I'm all about the protection of it. If they're not ready to have those experiences, do they have the protection in place to protect them? If they are susceptible to these kinds of things because of their DNA or because of their lineage, do they have the right protection in place? So all those things are so super important. So I'm like teaching all these little grounding and protection things, really just to them because of their 3D and just that's just what they see their education to be. But to me, I'm also like, it's that thin veil, man, that's getting even thinner. I want to make sure these kids are all super protected there. Hola! Ooh, I said that right when I saw it. Hi, Garrett Hall. Are you still in Cancun? Holy smokes, you're the traveling man. Look at you. Hello. Do you want to say hi? You want to show your thrift find, Huck? He found a really cool. Would it be a mock-off one or is it a? It's just cool. It's like a Pokemon sweatshirt.
No, it's not.
If it's not a Pokeball?
No.
Oh, well, it looks like it's a me. Okay. I'm getting the. I'm Mud Rabbit. Hello. Well, at least you got one. I'm so happy to hear that, Mud Rabbit, because my YouTube, do you know what I'm seeing literally daily? And yes, I am checking because I'm onto their little tomfoolery there. They used to take my subscribers down because people have written, said, did you unsubscribe me? I go, I don't even know how to do that. But they take the view counts down. One day it will say like 12,800 views, and then the next 10,200. I'm like, what? Talk about getting scared for things to grow up. How have you been, Mr. Mud Rabbit? Or Ms. Do I even know? That's the mystery of these handles. You just don't know. But I do know you're a sweet pea. Aw. And are you in Wisconsin? I forgot to ask if you were out there in Wisconsin. They did do that. Oh, before they killed his show? Shoot. So I'm on the chopping block. They don't do that on Rumble, though. That's not a Rumble thing. So he's been Rumble at least a year now, right? I am good. Thank you. Excuse me. I'm still clearing gunk. A lot of peeps out here got a crazy virus going on. Lo and behold, all those crazy rains. And if you've seen some of my pictures, we had those crazy skies. So a whole lot of crazy going on out here. Florida. Okay. There you go. Well, no wonder you're so chill. You got the chillax thing going on. Super supportive and chillaxed. Oh, that's awesome. You know what's so funny? Was it Tuesday? We had another bout of crazy rain in my Florida I have pops. There's some pops in Florida. And they were texting me really early in the morning because they're getting these crazy news stories about LA here. And they're like, are you guys okay? It's falling, what's happening? Roads closing, I mean, some of that stuff does happen, but I was like, it's okay. In fact, we're driving to San Diego right now in this storm, like it's okay. Just be mindful what kind of news stories you get. Even my little galactic man was saying he watches the craziness they have on the weather apps and stuff, the lies. We know all that. We know they're trying to manufacture their climate change war and everything. But it's pretty funny because he's literally has eyes on like me and all these places. And he's like, they're saying it's down and it's clearly up and blah, blah, blah. 100-day cough. Everyone's getting it. I know. So that's what he told me. So I'm 2 weeks in. This is like day 10. It'll be 2 weeks on Saturday. It actually started during my episode with Aaron. You could see me start to get this layer of sweat, not just because the tech was so bad, Seriously, the tech and obviously we're talking Wisconsin UFOs and everything. The tech went ridiculously crazy. Every little picture I did for Dustin, it all got renamed. I didn't rename. It was a weird stuff happening. So, and then my mic, all these weird things. But then I started just feeling that thing start to happen. Right after I bounced on another podcast on Mr. B's, my sound was fine. But halfway through it, you could see me just start to sit back like, I muted myself and asked my daughter to bring me a blanket. And then finally I'm like, I gotta go, guys. And I was out after that. Traffic, Miami's the new LA. Oh boy, I bet. My goodness. Yeah, LA stinks in that matter. I'm really blessed. Just 2 years ago, we moved up and away. I'm still LA County, but it's the up and away house, I call it. We're literally in a whole new valley from it. So I get to avoid a lot of that stuff. But when we went to San Diego, we did have to take the 5, but we left at 4 a.m. So in the rain. I'm not a good passenger. If I'm not driving, I lose it. And I forgot my little stress gummies. So my poor giant, I was just like, and plus those stupid ass little TikToks and things about crashes and dash cams and things. I'm haunted. Sometimes I don't even want to watch them, but you're scrolling and it gets you so fast that, and I was in a 7-car pileup on the 101 with my son in his car seat. And it was like a accordion. It went, and we were the middle car. And it smushed the car, but we were totally fine. Talk about divine timing. But I'm still like, and I think my son wasn't even 2 and he's 10 now. And it's still, I went from like a driver since 13 to now I'm such an antsy driver. It's crazy. Oh, bad accidents. That sucks. It sucks. Like I say, even especially driving with my giant, who's a Teamster, I'm like, it's not him I worry about, or even myself. It's the other dumbasses I worry about, especially those that are just under the spell, who are foggy, who are jabby jabbed, and who are just like, man, which way do I go? Or they've never been. It's just a mess. Drivers, it's tough. Years of rehab. Oh gosh, that's awful. Yeah, accidents are no joke. We had to clear that for a long time from my little guy. Even myself, I had all this cranial sacral work done because that trauma, it sticks with you. It's in your fascia. It's in there. It will stay with you. And my daughter's had some crazy stuff happen to her too, so we had to clear all that crap. Yeah, we were in Florida 2021 March. We got to see I just went to a little conference and then drove across the state to visit my pop family. My dad was never properly laid to rest. We didn't have a memorial. It was a bad spiral. And it was really bad. It went to the point where family was divided, bank took absolutely everything, things like that. So his family was there and I wound up bringing ashes. So we had a big experience in Fort Myers for him. So that was my last Florida time. My hubby was looking at property. He was ready. He was ready to go. He's like, that's it. He likes it so much. So we'll have to get our butt back there. And I'll let you know, Med Rabbit, when we do. Hi, Davis. Davis Neves in the house. Davis. I thought my notebook should be right here. It's probably in my bag. I got your notebooks. I wanted to share. I write all my little podcasty episode stuff and questions in my notebooks. Davis Neves, not only incredible actress out here, but she's an artist, and she's been putting her art on swag. And the kids and I each got some stuff last year. People in LA they go way too fast. Actually, though what, Davis? Chicago, they go freaking fast, but you know what? They're good. Chicago drivers are good. And also the highways are the size they should be for that amount of lanes. Here, you have these beautiful highways, and then as soon as you get in LA and you get in the one and they all go, and the lanes like cut down to half the size, and everybody's just all of a sudden like, oh, we're in LA. Just, oh, you're so welcome, Davis. You're so welcome. You've been on and off set, right? The Giant's on CSI today. He's at Disney Ranch. You've been all over. I'm so happy to see every time you do a post that you're going to set. I'm like, go Davis. She never gave up, people, ever. No walk away, no conforming, no, none of that. Well, hello on Stranger Tides to you. Baloney. Stop. Is it? No, is this incognito? Which one? My younger? I have a feeling it's younger. Starts with an R. Oh, that made me so. Oh, thank you. I was just talking about you. Oh, it's made me cry. I just heard from your mom. She was worried about the weather out here. I'm like, it's fine. We're driving to San Diego. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. I don't know if you already popped off or not, but I think our cousin. Oh, the kids, we're still talking about Florida again. We got to come see you. We're going to come out and see you again. Is that really you? Or is it another cuz? Like, people are like, what's up, cuz? But this is my real cousin. That's awesome. Last time I did this, it was someone from high school, and I was just like, oh yeah, there's people there watching. They're there. Oh, on Stranger Tides. If it is, that's right over there, Fort Myers. I don't know if I don't want to give it away. So I missed that. So grateful when I get on set. I'm so grateful for you, Davis. You are a rock star. Stunning rock star. You're part of the group suing SAG for lost wages for the strike. Yes, ma'am. Do it. Some bitch, yes. That strike was some bullshit. You know what's been happening? So Margin got CSI today, and then he had one little day yesterday for the union. They're doing like their in-house jobs. But you see how the place is jumping. His crane shop, they're not getting the calls. He used to be out 5-6 days a week. He'd have to turn down work. He has not caught up from the 8 weeks. People do not know what that's like. I love how people assume that we're so taken care of. We were doing, Davis, around the holidays when they give out the food boxes and stuff. We had to take up the offers, no matter if we know they're, GMO, all that kind of stuff. Just knowing we had something in the pantry, we took advantage of that. This strike kicked our ass out here. Not cool. So that's pretty awesome. We're part of a suing thing out here because there's a landfill that's messing with us. We just like it's gross. I actually probably shouldn't say that. That'll give my geo point away. No, wait, not the strike, the shots. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, so not about the yes. Okay. You see how I went to thinking right about the strike. She's talking about the mandatories. I'm so happy that there's a class action for that. It's about damn time because honestly, I don't know too many people that complied for real. Like they were getting the fake cards and everything because to go back to work. And that alone is like you're compromising your own moral system and everything. It's not cool. It deserves to be, sued and stuff. Oh my gosh, I see you on your hubbies. It is you. Hi, Rebecca. Mwah, I miss you so much. I really do. This sucks. We're on the other side of the coast or the country. But I feel you and I see you. We were because your mama was writing me and then we're talking in San Diego and we're like, when do we get back there? And he wants to drive. We did that road trip last summer and he's like, why don't we just add in Florida? It was gonna add like a week or something. We couldn't do it. So next time we're like, we're just going there. We're streamlining. We're gonna visit you. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. That's so cute. Look at you all peeking. I'm still doing my thing. In fact, I just took my tinfoil off. Please give your family my love. All of them. I'm sure your dudes are, oh my gosh, they're huge. Aw. Sorry, I'm reading this. I'm reading as as I'm rolling. Oh, Rebecca, this is so sweet. You still have that picture, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. We got the drawing. We have those the drawing that you sent, and I made those Swedish pancakes from. It's Rebecca on here. The kids are over here. I wish you'd come say hi. We made Grandma's Helen Swedish pancakes for Huck's family day. It was like everyone bringing a family heritage dish. So we were pumping out Grandma Helen's Swedish pancakes. And that recipe is bomb. I could hear my dad though. I was channeling my dad and he's like, not thin enough. Not thin enough. Those are no joke. I'll be right 1 second, hun, because I won't be able to. Davis, yes, for the strike too. I really think you should because that impacted everybody. If folks see that from really from November until now, you can see a lot of commercials that are cartoony or, voiceover work. That's like during the strike. So they were shooting non-union stuff and they were using people and we're not union. And it happened during a SAG strike a long time ago. You could see us a lot of like puppets and things. So it really messed with us, Davis. It was nuts. Yeah, the mandates, we need to be suing over those. Do you know what someone said in DC that they're pushing the masks again? What's it like in Florida? Rebecca, how's it going? I know. So my other cousins, they're involved in the medical field. I'm always talking medical stuff. I can't believe you're watching this now, Rebecca, and I'm talking medical again. I'm doing it because been going through it. I finally have my voice back. I was getting really gnarly sick for a while. And this is kind of my first little chit chat back. First, like, we went thrifting today and we went out today and did stuff. And it was my first 2 weeks after 2 weeks being out and about. So I really had to hit it hard with the health stuff. And it was after all our crazy weather. We know what this means. Neil in the house. What's up, Neil? I can you hear it? I am fully, well, not fully. I'd say 85%. And we just saw our little galactic Cairo man, and even he was like, "You got about another 3 weeks to clear this crud." And so it's really cleaning out the lungs. I'm halfway through my parasite cleanse. I've been blowing bugs out my nose. Like, I'm all in. Maybe that's why I'm such a chatty patty. Get all those lawsuits, Davis. Get them all. Dustin, shoot in the house. Dustin, I was just talking about you too. Look, I'm finally getting better. It was during your episode that I started like, and then the tech and the photos and all these things were happening, but the flu was coming in and I was like, I can't handle this. I'm just now getting back to normal, if I've ever really been normal. I don't know. That begs to be discussed. Who's Planet Disclosure? Hi, Files Docs. Planet Disclosure. Hello. Oh, I like your little I like your emoji there. And so you might like my stories. So Sunday I'm going live on Midwest Night Watchers. I'm going to talk about my childhood experiences and stuff. With, funny enough, a little gray and everything. Oh, you're so cute, Mud Rabbit. Yes, please hit like and subscribe. This is just a chit chat. What I was sharing at the very beginning is the Synaptic Circle is back next week, and we're going to talk Divine Feminine, and we're going to talk about the importance of balancing out your Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. And I'm going to have a little Divine Femme Circle with my buddies Rosie Elise and Sandra McGellis. And I think it's going to set the stage perfect because the following week, it's going to be a really heavy, hard episode on addiction. So those are the circles coming up. Tomorrow, we were going to have a live Jason Frank, who's best known as carrying the vet at Trump rallies. And I have a panel coming up. I want to do it closer to the primaries that, get back in a little political arena, which I have not been well versed in for a while. I've just been doing all the healing stuff and working with kids and kind of stepped out of that circus. But I want to entertain it again, as well as get the conversation going again with people that I met through all that. We had one with Zachary Fisher and Nick Reeder that I really enjoyed. And you can see the arc of what happened in their lives. They went from these like, wake the hell up, everybody, to be the solution, go within. And so I think it's going to be another little arc like that. But it will be closer to the primary. So those who do partake in that system, you're good. Come say hi. No. Shy guy today. I think that'll be a fun one. Excuse me. Oh, there's some more coming up too. We're going to talk about the homeschooling. We're going to talk about the New Earth Learning Centers and talk to some of those educators there. We're going to talk, hopefully I know my pal Amy's been so super busy, but talk about some of those New Earth communities that people are building and living. I love these little circles are fun because you're getting you're getting different people from social media that I've met, but they've maybe not met each other. And you're coming together to have these conversations. So again, they're supposed to be solution-based. We know the intel, we know the crazies, we know the tinfoil. Or even if we don't know, we can point you in that direction, but we're not going to spend an hour talking about it again and again and again like everybody else. We're going to talk about how we are in the real world in 3D living, flipping things, changing the frequency, and doing the work. So I hope I'm not jumping all over the place there. It's really, I've had the most energy I've had in a while. I swear it's because he lined me up so well. 85 is a great number. Year I was born. Is it? You are a baby, Neil. Look at you. It's the year of Back to the Future. Normal is no fun. Yep. Well, that's why, unless it's, I like normalizing the paranormal. Normal is no fun. I don't normal when sometimes when I hear that word, sometimes I think average. We don't want average. We want special. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Rebecca. Yes. Okay, so you see, Devin just got over the call. Okay, so, Mud Rabbit was saying that earlier that Florida. So you guys got it first. Then did it by chance, from your recollection, did all that come around after a big crazy weather system came through? Because for me, that's for us that's happened. The kids went through it really quick. They were like 48 hours. They were good. Knocked me on my ass. And I know why. And I said this earlier in this live. The 2 weeks leading up when the weather started getting bad, I was hitting the garage a lot. I don't know if Dustin's still here, but I was hiding a lot of, and it wasn't the good kind. It was like shop kind, so you never know what they put in there. And I was very munchy girl, very sugary, and my shields were down. Like I usually can fight these things off. So this is the first time since December 2019 I've been hit this hard. And that was the first round of that bioweapon. I'm so happy you didn't, though. I've been worried about your folks with that, though. So I hope that everybody's doing okay with the jabs. Man, does it really 100 days, though? I say that. Charlie, do you mind if you grab me some more water or hug? They're here. I want them to say hi to you. They're just being shy right now. Do you mind? You're not going to be seen because remember, I have it turned. Thank you so much. And I'm so sick. Not anymore. I'd be texting them. I stayed in the little, we call it grandma's room. I have a little pull-out couch, guest room. And I'd be texting, please, can I have some water? May I please have my juicy juice? I tell you, wait, I have to share this though, Huck. Valentine's Day. I missed Valentine's Day even. I was so bad and I was crushed. And because I wanted to be at school and celebrate with the kids and things. But my son comes home from school and I'm talking. Yes, you had a message. Thank you, sweetheart. Come say hi. I know. And I'm sorry to say that. Well, my little man came back and he goes, Mom, I realize how much you do for everybody. I was like, that's the best Valentine I ever got. He was literally like doting on me selflessly. And I mean, I think I'm like, can you please don't forget to do this? Don't forget. And he's like, geez, you do a lot of stuff around here. I'm like, yes, I do. I'm going to be sick for another month. Oh, wow. Oops. Wait, I wasn't scrolling from a. Oh, Mud Rabbit. You said the haunted word. I've said it. Okay. Al Gore. So remember when I did, someone must have heard, I said on a couple other shows I was on, but the Al Gore telethon, they had a climate change telethon out here. And this was 2019. Oh my God. I just did it for the money. It was like, just shut up and work. That was that job because it was Argyle skies, yellow haze, everyone coughing, and this telethon to make money on climate change where I'm in this plastic wall next to me and I can hear the segment producers talk about the segments and the different beats they're going to hit during the live. And it was all about the caravan from Honduras and like everything else other than, what are they doing to our food and what are the water and the air? And then even the crew at the time, that's when red pilling on set. I mean, I liked doing it on my production people, like commercials, but this was a telethon and they didn't want to hear it. It was also a vegan set. Everything was biodegradable, compostable. No one wanted to hear my stuff on that. And I swear, Men in Black everywhere, Agent Smith's everywhere. I really did not feel safe on that set. So it was, I did everything under my breath, basically. My assistant, bless her heart. Okay, Mud Rabbit, you've had it a couple months. I have to scroll. Sorry. Hi, Michael Fever. Caught it from your grandson. Oh boy. Yeah, I couldn't figure out where this came other than that weather system that came through because started Dr. McCullough's protocol. Is that a parasite cleanse? Because I doing those. I'm halfway through my bottle of Scram, but I usually like chlorine dioxide. Yes, exactly like Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I please have some more? That's how I would do it too. I tried. Neil, I dated a couple Brits. I also worked for a few directors. The V word is the one YouTube frowns on. Oh yeah, shoot. I haven't said it yet, have I? I usually do like this. I do symbolism. Shoot, that's my shot. So yeah, they got me bad. 2020. My buddy Lawrence, you know Lawrence Neal. He was calling out the heart thing that's everybody's getting with the M. It rhymes with sinulitis. He said this is going to come about because of this. Don't take it. And sure enough, we had an upkick and all that stuff. The cough was after the crazy weather. I'm so glad your mom and dad are doing okay. Good. Yeah, she just responded with happy emojis when I was asking about them. Good. I think they put something in there because the skies, we've seen HARP, not regarding your name. We've seen the frequency they put in the sky. We see that, we hear the stories now, the cloud seeding. It's normalized. People are getting it, but they're either dumping something in there. They dumped it on us in LA in 19, the end of the year 19. Something else kicked up. Or the way it was flooding and everything, and the dry lake beds and the dry like LA River, all these things were kicked up. Maybe all the sediment that's been falling us, maybe that kicked up. I mean, but it was a bunch of us. Bunch of us just were like, whoa, hack. And I miss hip chick. I'm doing all my things. Everyone's like, get the horse pay. I'm like, I get it. I'm doing things. It's a new batch. Definitely wasn't like the first round. The first round, I thought I was a goner. And I was not well then. I was sipping and stuff. I don't even do that anymore. In fact, I've really cleaned out now. Hi, Jane. I was just talking about you guys. I can't wait to talk with you on Sunday night. Chiro. Chi-Town in the house. Shiro, right? Not Chiro for Chi-Town. Shiro sounds. That's Gerald and Jane. Or Gerald and Jane. I always still say Gerald, but I know it's Gerald, right? Oh, okay. Here it is. I'm just going to put this up. Let's see what YouTube has to say about that. I put myself all over the place now. We're on X and Twitch and Rumble. Someone's going to get this. Okay. Oh, curcumin. That's right. Curcumin. That's a good one. That's good too for that fog of spectrum stuff. Very nice. I wish I had my little Scram. It's the wormwood and black walnut and cloves. And I'm also doing cell salts and oil of oregano. And I have my humidifier going. And the giant had something quick. And then I started to go down. Then my daughter and then my son did something really quick, but I was still down. Is this the same one? Oh, yeah, there we go. Wow. Anyone who got it, you mean who got the jabby jab, the shot? That's a good detox for that. Yeah, I could see that. I also just pushed the parasite cleanses. However way people are going to do that. I'm a fan of the, you're right, I can't say anything anymore. They're going to take down. I can't, YouTube sucks. The droppy drops. If anyone wants those water treatment droppy drops, let me know. I can just DM instead a picture. Hello, hi Midwest Night Watchers. Here's where I shall be Sunday night, everybody. 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, and it's live. This one's going to be live, so come chit chat with us in the chat. Chiro. Every time I see, I think of Chi-Town. Awesome. Chiro sounds. Look at that. Okay, so during the moon phase, of course, what was it Lexi Eisenhower saying too? I would do make sure you're doing the drops, the water treatment drops, the worm cleanse. I'm gonna watch all my verbiage on here. 3 days before the full moon, so that when they come up to harvest, you get them all at once. Mud rabbit. Oh, yay, Rebecca. Yes. Oh, you got to come and chime in on the show. Good UFO story for you. Saw a cigar shape flying south of the Everglades. as big as a football field. No wings, no sound. It was crazy. This isn't the one you told us about in 2021, is it? Is it since then? I think there was a cigar one then that hubby was talking about, but I don't think that was Everglade area. Oh, how cool. Yeah, you're going to have to share that too. I love that the both of you are get it. I don't feel like the only black sheep crazy one in the family. That's crazy. Well, there's so much activity in California now, and of course, underwater and underground. No wings, no sound. It was crazy. I bet. How was it in the daytime or was it nighttime? When did you see that? And how like did it just catch your attention because it's so big? Do you know anyone else that saw it? Oh, thank you, hon. Thank you. I will be feeling better. This has already given me so much good juju. I'm energy sucking vampire out of you all. Like give me energy to heal. I'm just kidding. I got my new thrifty outfit. I thought I'd do a live. Thank you, sweetheart. I will feel better. And please stay in touch. I forgot to tell you, I hope Marcin has, I think you all have my new number, but I haven't been on WhatsApp for almost 2 years, like a year and a half, 2 years. And I still have my Samsung 10 with my little EMF stuff. It's a 10. And I can't get any apps or anything. So DM me places. DM me or email or just give me a call because I'm not on there. I think he's on WhatsApp, but on Stranger Tides, my grandmother told me about one she saw. Description sounds similar. Mud Rabbit, is your grandmother in Florida? Maybe she saw the same craft they did. Interesting. It's so funny. I thought I was going to chit chat for like 10 minutes and it's like boom, boom, boom. I know. What do you guys think of that when I say that they've seen craft and others have seen craft? So am I not so crazy now? I think with this thing on, they probably can't hear you as well. We had an incident here in LA, which some's heard. They say it's, what was that thing? SpaceX or something? And it looked like a jellyfish thing. But I think I shared this only in a post, not in a live. And we were in our old rental house. So this must have been 2020. I think 2021. Must have. I'll look it up. But we had this house where we had the front porch and then this little back area and then this pool. And really tiny house, big yard. And so so when that thing launched, now I didn't know it was going to happen. And if they say was that X, okay, whatever, that's their storyline. To me, we felt like something else. But the best part is how my kids reacted. So we hear this go, and it was a beautiful, like one of those Cali skies where it's royal blue down to like turquoise, and then you could see the ridge of the skyline. Such gorgeous terrain, very hilly terrain. So it just looked like a picturesque, beautiful night. And then you see this white thing that almost turned jellyfish like. The best bit is my son running from one end of the house through the house to the other end going, they're here, they're here. And they were excited. And I was like, really? And they were like, we're here, like, welcome. And I'm like, oh, wait, I don't know what this is. I got some pictures, but they certainly were like, oh, they're here. And there was another incident. I'm sharing some of your stories where in his bed. Now we already did share this as it was our neighbors who they have a driveway with the sensor lights. So, you walk up to it and the spotlight goes off. So I'm putting my son to sleep and it's pitch black, it's light and, sweet and quiet. And then the light goes off and he goes, oh, there's a ship here. He was really matter of fact. I was like, oh, it might be the neighbor's light. He goes, oh well. He went to sleep. Like, well, he was really ready for that. He was totally okay there. Okay, so the cigar ship from Mud Rabbit saw it in Kentucky in the early 40s. Okay, hovering over the barn on the family farm. Since then, she's passed. Oh, bless her heart. In Kentucky, well, still down. Oh, wow. Look over there. Okay. I mean, I'm telling you, it's not like it's a new thing. I think this has been going on a long time. A long time. And I'm not surprised, not only like Florida or even Door County. I think my cousin had to step off. But Door County, where our family roots are from, and it's the peninsula. So here's Wisconsin. This is Door County, and this is where all my experiences were. I know I'm not telling all the stories, Midwest Night Watchers. I'm going to save a lot for your show. I've shared them on shows before, but I want it to be fresh for you guys. But that's where most of those scary experiences were, I should say. And turns out, too, my siblings and I were conceived there. And yeah, a lot of stories, a lot of activities over there. You never seen one yourself, Mud Rabbit? Yeah. The only reason I vouch for that one, especially the recent one I saw in the valley, is because of how it made me feel. And that's the difference when, especially when you're in a sober state of mind, when your body is having, here, sorry, I think I've been doing okay, right? It's better than usual, right, kids? My producer's over there. I tell ya, when you have that body, the physical reaction to a craft, and when you're in a right state of mind, and it's all about the frequency connection, that's contact. I feel like that's like, okay, that's not ours. I don't know. That's my opinion anyway, because that euphoric feeling, and when you feel like, oh, is this for me? And my mom would say that too when I was young, when she would say with her mind's eye, oh, this is for me, or thank you, or aren't you beautiful? There'd be a dance, and it would be a response to her talking. And at the same time, my dad would be fast asleep because he was not ready and he was never on that frequency. She's hitting this off. Better if you pick them yourself. Exactly. Oh, hibiscus. I thought you meant the crafts. Hibiscus tea helps with the cough. Thanks, pal. Yep. I will definitely hit that one up. You know what? It's so interesting. Even though I was a lot of sugar before this hit me, before the weather shifted and I didn't have my defenses up, I was preparing my liver because I was planning on doing the parasite cleanse a little later. And I really want to get my liver set for that. And I was doing a lot of dandelion root, a lot of milk thistle, and metal detoxing. So the bentonite clay and zeolite and cilantro lemon, blah, blah, blah. So I had planned on doing that a little later, but when all this gunk started and every morning I woke up, I'd be like, damn, like I just was waiting to feel long back. And it wasn't. I'm like, that's it. I'm starting it now. So I'm like, I'm in bed. I might as well just get everything at once. Get it out. Oh, you are still here, Val. Yep, get it out. And I love that emoji with the Kleenex. You might have missed it, but I have only 2 friends I shared it with because they would appreciate it. I blew my nose yesterday and there was a worm. There was a bug. Giant didn't think so, but he also doesn't, Lemongrass hibiscus flower tea. Perfect. Will do. I'm definitely going to add that to my arsenal. I did start drinking tea again because of this. I started drinking tea because of this. I stopped smoking because of this. So it's just all around good spring clean out, even though it's not spring yet. And then my kids can hear it too. Yeah, I did. I first and foremost told them they healed quicker than I because they were taking better care of their defenses. I let my guard down. I was really lots of treats. Lots of treats. We do sleep really good, though. I have lots of good sleep and stuff. So mostly you? Okay. Oh my gosh. Do you guys guess how long it's been? Guess how long I've been taping? Yeah, just about. I told them like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's all. I'm just going to advert. Do an advert about the shows coming up. Okay. A lemongrass breaks the fever. I did that in the beginning. I'm going to hit all that stuff up again, Rabbit. What, hun? Oh, I would like to mention something because it was very special for our family to do this. So anyone who's in the San Fernando Valley, one of our favorite places is Dino's Pizza in Burbank, because I had a little apartment over there where both the kids grew up before we moved to our rental house by Encino. And that was our spot. In fact, when I had struggled so hard, like postpartum, and really had a hard time when my son was a baby with those night terrors and everything, and then my daughter being a toddler, there was at one point I had that sweet little family. It's a family restaurant. They were delivering to us 3 times a week. And he'd visit and I just open the door and be like, I just can't. And he goes, I understand. He'd give me my food again. Bless their hearts. So after our little thrift store venture today, I took them there for a surprise lunch. So it was really special. So my son said, give a shout out to Dino's Pizza on Hollywood Way and Magnolia. I believe that was it. Across from Smart and Final. So that's my shout out for Dino's. And is that it? Is that everything? Okay. Well, next time you do the shout out, because I want you guys are so special. You give special energy. You'll make people smile. Anyhow, I think I'm going to wind it down. I would like to share some more. Please check out Midwest Night Watchers Sunday night on YouTube. I'll be on there live, and I cannot wait. And then next Saturday morning, the Synaptic Circle returns for episode 5. I'll be with Sandra McGellis and Rosie Elise. We're going to talk all things Divine Femme. And then the following week after that, Synaptic Circle episode 6, all about addiction. So that's going to be a very, I think, heavy, hardy-duty chat. It will be whatever the time will be for it. And again, it's going to be heavy, but it will be solution-oriented. We're all about moving through it. You know, we know we're going to talk all the things. So thank you so much to the chat there. Thanks, Mud Rabbit. And Rebecca, that was such a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much. And do you guys have any posts? Now I'm going to stalk that little YouTube. Chastity, I was just talking about you. Transmutation. And I cannot wait. So here's the handle too. So you know the picture. If anyone doesn't know them, you should, because I know some of you faces I've seen you in the chat over there. Come join us on Sunday night. It's going to be very fun. And I can't wait too, because I go back to the center on Monday and I had to miss being there. I was sick. So I'm almost nervous to go back because we have a really heavy rain day again. And my shelter is still not put back in place. So we're going to be living in the teepee that day. And I have a new kid starting. So we're going to pass that little sound drum and balance the frequencies, I guess. We're going to play in the rain. So there you go. And Chastity, yep, you're the following week. Gosh, let me just say the correct date instead of just saying follow. I know Saturday, March 2nd is Sandra McGellis and Rosie Elise. Friday, March 8th is with Chastity and Jeff Mamora, and that's all things addiction. Chastity, I love you. Thank you for your brave warrior soul. I cannot wait to tackle this subject with you. I think it's going to be the perfect trio of conversation. And let's let our freak flag fly, as well as share some difficult stories. I think it's hard to see such a bubbly, bright light, and then you're seeing, what you go through. And people just assume, cheeky, I have my dark days, man. I'm going to share some shit. It's going to be dark. And then I'll share you how I got out of it. And a lot does have to do with the parasites. That's what my guides tell me. So she's ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Chastity Munoz in the house. She will be with us March 8th. And maybe I was showing my jumper earlier, Chastity, but when I stood up, I wanted to do one of your little inch. She's got the best little booty rolls. I cannot do those. Or Rebecca, if you're still here, you do too. I remember dropping that booty roll with you girls in Florida. These are so funny. I'm like, I'm just going to go live for 10 minutes. It's another hour. Bless you, Chastity. I love and miss you so much. Yes, we're going to manifest it. I know we keep saying, I know we came in our house, so March and East, the giant did not buy a house in Florida, but our heart is still on Florida. So we're going to come visit y'all again very, very soon. I have so many peeps going out there, by the way, Rebecca. There's a huge gathering in July. It's over a week long. It's like some conference days, and then it's a gathering on the beach. So you guys might really want to go check that out. We won't be able to get out there for that one, but I vouch for 100 plus peeps that are all like minds, all really good-hearted patriot pals, as well as just like they have their eyes in the skies, and they just are here in this life, 3D life, just happy and being the solution. So if you want to meet some tribe, man, I'd love to send you that information. And I can live vicariously through you. You can go to meet some friends. All right, pals. Rebecca, stay in touch. I love you very much. Bye, everybody. Thank you so very much. And you have a beautiful, blessed one. and be your best self. Mwah. Smell you later. I'll have even a clearer voice next time.